everybody. Welcome to Horror and Hooch. Here we are, another Friday. Tonight we have Kay Bly of the Fifth Wall and myself, Desiree of Tempered Drinks, and we will be discussing Blade. We're going to talk about the up-and-coming remake, the movies, what you liked, who they're casting, and just get some feedback on how you feel about it. We will also, of course, be having a drink tonight.
Yes,
You
we
guys,
will.
apologize to you. I know y'all are so used to watching me mix these drinks up in front of you, but tonight I'm a little inconvenient for that. But I'm not gonna leave you hanging. I'm gonna tell you exactly how to make it so it tastes just as fine. This drink is called the Daywalker. If you caught our promo, we did have the ingredients posted for you. So tonight you guys are going to need a rye whiskey. I prefer Jim Beam rye whiskey. You also need pineapple juice, Angostura bitters, which you can find that in any store. You don't have to use Angostura. They do have other brands. I just prefer Angostura. And you also need a cinnamon simple syrup. If you cannot find a cinnamon simple syrup and you don't want to make it yourself, you can use regular simple syrup and a dash of cinnamon. The way you're going to make this drink is get you a shaker, ladies and gentlemen. Get you some ice in that shaker. You're going to need 1 ounce of the bitters, 1 ounce of the rye whiskey, 1.5 ounces of the pineapple juice, because it's a little bit better when you put just a tinge more pineapple juice, and also 1/4 ounce of your simple syrup. Put that cap on, shake it up really good, and serve it. That is it. Simple drink for you guys. Hey, Boy, what did you think about that drink?
Well, let me get my horn hooch cup. Just so I'll let you know. I like the cinnamon does something to it because pineapples has that that tartness kind of
That
to it.
tangy at the end,
But
yeah.
the simple syrup and the cinnamon it does something kind of adds to it. Was we supposed to put ice in it? Cause I put ice in
You
it.
put ice in the shot. It's your preference. Some people don't like ice in their liquor. You put ice in it, it works for you.
I think maybe the cinnamon makes it kind of taste like a dessert beverage or something. I don't know.
I can see that. I
It
like it
just
because it reminds me of like the Red Hot. I like that cinnamon
yeah.
kick, but I chew
Hmm.
big red gum. I like everything cinnamon. So
So does my mama.
uh, so you guys at home, try that drink out. The directions will be in the promo as well. I can go back and put them in the
Yep.
page also since I didn't make it for you guys to see tonight.
And Jay
Um,
Astro is joining us via the comment section. She is here.
she is here. So
She
jump in
did
them
not
comments so she
disappear.
can keep up.
Yes, she's commenting and watching and following right along. So no, she didn't disappear. She's here. So if you're watching and follow along, you will see her in the comment section.
All right. So we're gonna jump into Blade. I don't know how many of you are listening to the everyday topics that's going on, but recently they announced the remake of Blade with a leading star that is Mahershala Ali, and there was an uproar.
Yes, it was.
Uh, I I personally do not know why people felt like Wesley, old behind, was
Whoa,
going to
wait a
be
minute now. Wait a
leading
minute.
in this
Wait.
movie. He is too old,
Wait.
y'all.
You're not gonna do Wesley Snipes like that. Hold on,
No,
wait a
now
minute.
I love Wesley, but he is not finna get out here and kung fu grip nobody right now. I'm actually excited to see Mr. Ali in this role. He's played some really good roles. I don't know if you guys don't know who he is. He was in Moonlight. He was on uh darn it, Netflix. You
He
know what
was
I'm talking
in
about.
he was Cottonmouth
Cottonmouth.
in
There you go.
Luke Cage.
Luke Cage, yep.
Let me think. He was
He just won
in
a Grammy for that movie where he played that pianist,
the Green Book.
The Green Book.
So yeah,
He's
it's
been
not
quite
like
busy.
you know, it's not like he's a bad actor. We know he can act. That's not the issue there. He's a very good actor. I think some people were expecting somebody maybe a little younger because it ain't like he's
He
you
ain't no
know.
spring chicken either. You're right. You're right.
And also somebody who is like and one of those action
More
heroes.
action movies. Yeah, yeah. I heard a lot of that,
Because
but we don't know
because
what his
Blade is
action is.
about the action, you know. I mean,
Yeah,
you know, of course there's a story there, but we don't watch Blade for the story. We watch Blade to watch Wesley Snipes whoop people's ass. He is a martial arts expert. That's
we
why we
do.
watch it.
Now, I did hear that they are giving him a role. It's just not that role.
Hmm.
Um, and they didn't confirm what role it was going to be, but I heard they did end up pulling him in. So
I hope so. I hope so. I just think people were expecting, you know, somebody like Michael Jai White, who we know is an experienced fighter. He would have made excellent fight scenes.
yeah,
Also, people were looking at old boy from he was in Insecure. I think his name was Daniel in Insecure,
oh, okay, yeah, yeah, I know who you're talking about. Don't
and
let me
he
lie to
was
you. I don't know his name.
yeah, but he was also in the first Purge.
Yeah, okay,
Hmm. So, you know, people were kind of looking like that, you know, somebody like him, he's young, he could do, you know, he could be around for a few movies and, you know,
okay.
he could fight, you know, we were looking for some action, you know.
Now that's the question I got too. Are they going to remake the full series, or are they just gonna do this one hot second remake and then be like, okay, that's all you get? They
You
really
know,
haven't said.
that is a good question. I guess we're going to see where this takes us. But one thing I do, I guess, respect about Mahershala Ali, I read that he actually approached Disney and Marvel himself
And
and was
ask
like,
for the role.
I want to do Blade. Let me.
I did read that.
So I
He asked
commend
for
him
the
for that. He stepped up to the plate and said, "Let
role.
me get this role." Which I mean, maybe if he didn't say that, maybe we wouldn't be getting another Blade remake right now. So I kind of commend him for that, for them looking at it because we've been
Definitely.
wanting one for a while, and I really love how they introduced it at Comic-Con. That was a really nice. You guys been waiting on it. Here you guys
No
go.
surprise, right?
It's just
I
you know, we were wanting you know, the
everybody want Wesley, but I'm trying to think because if you put Wesley in it, then it couldn't really be a remake because we ain't gonna watch him do the whole movie over again. We need new content if you're gonna put the original character in there.
I don't know. They got to be real smart about this because they
Right.
gonna have to do
You can't
something
mess it
to,
up.
yeah, they can't mess it up.
They on a
They,
roll as it is, so you got so many good movies coming out. Don't give us no trash.
hmm
I
And I
agree.
guess if they make Blade's story more about the acting, that's where, you know, Ali will shine. But, you know, like I said, I was watching Blade for the fight scenes.
For the action, I was gonna say they can't take out too much of the action now because, like you said, it's not gonna be the same movie. I guess I do need to backtrack for those of you who are not Blade fans. Let me give you a little quick summary of the movie itself while we over here discussing who gonna play roles. So this Blade, it's a movie about vampires. Of course, those are my favorite monsters, you guys. And Dompiers. Let me tell you what a Dompier is starting off. That is a half human, half vampire. In this
AKA
movie,
Daywalker.
daywalker. Yeah, that's the nice word for it. Daywalkers. Daywalkers do not have the weaknesses of vampires, so the sun doesn't bother them. You ain't gonna get them with the garlic and all that other stuff like the vampire stories. They're almost immune to all the things that the vampires are weak to. And their job is kind of like a society that works to protect the humans from vampires because they don't kind of agree with the way that they, turn a human and everything. So, um, in the movie, Wesley Snipes is the main character, and he's a half vampire.
And he's an ass
No
kicking
man.
half vampire. Okay.
Right, right. Um, so he is fighting for his mother, because his mother was killed by vampires, or he believed his mom to be killed by vampires. Um, Sorry guys, little people. So he is on a vengeance path, to get revenge, and at the same time, there is a war brewing amongst the vampires themselves because
Yes.
the elders are wanting to keep the old ways. They want it to be just peace and calm. And the newer vampires who are not the originals, meaning they were turned, they
Yep.
aren't original vampires, they want to wage a war. And so the kind of like the leader of that younger group,
Deacon
he goes ahead
Frost.
and push Mr. Frost, yes. He goes ahead and push the button to kind of trigger that war. And that starts a rift between the vampires themselves. So at the same time, they're beefing and Blade is trying to get his revenge.
And
So that's where the movie starts.
that's how it's kind of like, you want it, and you couldn't even really call Blade a hero because he doesn't really see himself as like a hero.
Yeah, he's not trying to save the day. He's trying to get
He's
his
more like
revenge.
an anti-hero. He's more like, I just can't stand vampires, and yeah, and whatever gonna
Use his
stand in
name.
my way. He just out here like kicking vampire ass left and right.
Yes.
And one thing he told the doctor in the movie, that she got bit at the beginning, and he saved her because he kind of just like felt like he couldn't save his mom when she was bit. Maybe he can save somebody else. And he tells her, like, the world that you think you know,
You know nothing
it's like
about.
you know nothing about. He said it's a sugar-coated topping, and the world is far more dangerous. And she had to kind of see it herself to kind of
Yeah.
understand, like, because like Desiree said, the older vampires wanted to keep things low key. They didn't want to be out and about. But Deacon Frost comes along and is like, we're at the top of the food chain. Why shouldn't we be? But
Right.
everything needs, even within their order, they wanted balance. Although Blade just didn't give a care.
Yeah. He was all about
everybody
the I'm gonna get all of y'all. I
everybody
don't
was to go.
care.
Um,
Anybody can get it.
exactly. Anybody could get. um, Blade was very um elemental and important to Marvel because a lot of people didn't even know Blade was Marvel. Blade
Yeah.
um, was the first Marvel movie to be a box office hit. A lot of people don't even know that. If it weren't for Blade, we might not be getting the MCU that we see today.
Right.
Because that movie was the biggest budget, and
Determined.
worldwide. I mean, it became a trilogy. People really really loved it when it came out, and Blade Trinity, which is the third part, was the only of the movies to get the Marvel intro. So I guess if people didn't know it, the first two movies, they kind of finally tossed it in there in the third one. And then do you remember when when they had the Blade series with Sticky Fingers from Onyx?
I love sticky fingers in anything though. In anything. In anything.
That was the thing. I don't even know how long that lasted, but
Very
they
briefly, because I can't even remember like when the run was. It was really brief. Like they tried it and was like, nah, never mind.
but they was there, and since everything has been getting remade these days, people have been kind of like, when are we going to um do Blade? When is this gonna happen? Y'all keep remaking Spider-Man, y'all done remade
Right.
Fantastic Four. Um,
Sadly.
they pulling out different people from X-Men and redoing that. When is Blade gonna get his turn? But I commend Ali for stepping up to the plate and approaching Marvel and Disney and asking them to let him be Blade, let him take on that role. I actually respect him for that.
And I'm
Like,
really questioning the storyline that they're gonna go with this
yeah,
because it's like Are we going to get a true remake? Like, I'm going to give you the whole original story again, or are we going to branch off to kind of a side story and give us something a little different? Marvel always switch it up. So I'm excited to see how they're going to switch this one up.
Exactly. And the fans kind of like want Wesley Snipes to still be a part of it. Like they're throwing out there that maybe Wesley Snipes could be Whistler, which was the guy that was helping to build
Oh
Blade's
yeah, the
weapons.
weapons and everything, right?
He was like the, his
But did he have that technical mindset to be building weapons in another movie?
I don't know though.
If
Yeah.
nothing else, I could see him maybe training Ali like a protege, kind of like, I need somebody to continue this battle, so I'm passing it to you.
But, I know. I don't know. I don't know. I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
But people want him to be involved in it, and I mean, I don't think it's a bad idea. I mean, he's the
No.
face of Blade,
Yeah, I
you
don't think
know.
it's a bad idea for him to be involved. I just knew he wasn't gonna make it as the main character. Them knees ain't gonna work like they used to.
Wait, we don't know. We don't know. Wasn't he in? What is
You
that
right.
movie?
You
What's the
right. He
movie they
might be
made where
out
all
here.
the old dudes be fighting? What is that movie?
You right. Oh, I know what you're talking about. He might be out here still in the gym going hard. I'm sorry, Wesley. I apologize. I'm doubting you. I'm doubting you.
But what is the? I'm about to look at. What is that movie that them old people be in it fighting and stuff? That they brought all the old action heroes. I can't
Right.
think of it.
And if you hadn't asked me, I probably could have told you.
Somebody help me.
I know y'all know in the audience. Don't just be sitting out there. Tell us what it is. Um, dog.
Expendables.
There you go. The
There you
Expendables.
go.
Bruce
Okay,
Wilson.
he was in there,
Yes.
so he might still got it. All right.
You right. Cause they was old and they knew they was old. Yeah.
Remember they kept just doing expendable sequels and stuff, throwing in like Sylvester Stallone and
Yeah, you right.
John
And they played
Van
up the fact that
Damme.
they were too old to be doing that. You right. You right. They
They said we're
certainly
gonna
did.
make a movie about old action heroes.
They certainly did. I don't know. Um,
So he
but
might
yeah,
still got it.
he might. He might.
We don't know. But I think that they should, and I really think that they should keep, I like the personality that Wesley Snipes brought to Blade. Like he didn't give you too much, but he still had scenes where it was like funny.
Yeah, he was kind of dry, dark, and then he'll get that
Yeah.
laugh. Yeah, you're right. Now that is one thing that I don't think anybody's gonna be able to imitate. Like that part of it, I don't, because I think that's just Wesley. So I don't think anybody's gonna be able to make that come out.
I mean, come on. It's like the cheesiest thing to think that you got to put on your shades to fight. But we like it.
But when they came out, though, we was like,
It was like, but we was down for it.
you
Like
right.
I'm here for it. Like he got to bring that's why I don't know. Let me see. What did our poll say on Facebook? How do people feel about this?
Oh yeah, we did run a poll this week, guys.
Yes, we took a poll on our Horror and Hooch Facebook page. If you're not
Following us,
following
join
it
the
and
group
joining us, yes, come on in to the Horror and Hooch Facebook group. It's all
in
things
the
horror,
room.
all things fun and horror. We did a poll to see how people felt about this casting. Let's see.
And the results are. Well,
Um,
first, give them the options. What was the options?
we had I don't know yet. I don't know how to feel. You love it or you're not feeling it.
Okay. Right.
And most people don't know how to feel yet.
I agree. I agree.
That's where that is. We don't know what to do.
I think we just need some more details. We need to know what's gonna happen. We need to know, are the Daywalkers coming back hard? We need to know. I mean, Frost died. Is he coming back? And we gonna replay this movie, or we gonna skip forward to the end of Blade Trinity and continue from there? Like, we just need to know what is this gonna be?
Y'all gonna
Then
let Wesley
something to
Snipes
look at.
back in? I mean, help us.
Help us help you.
We need to know all of the stuff that's going on with it to kind of make us feel better. We need to know how much martial arts training that Mahershala Ali is gonna do.
Oh, honey, he finna get trained. I
He needs to be
wholeheartedly
ready for
think that they're
this.
going to put him through the ringer, because you have to live up to that standard. You
Yes,
gotta give us ass kicking. You have to.
I
You
need to
can't
see
give
him.
us
If I
peace.
see him in a picture and he's buff now, then I might be convinced a little bit.
But he was always, fine or whatever. He got muscles.
I ain't seen him.
And Cottonmouth, what? As Cottonmouth, he had on all them suits all the time.
This is
But
true.
I think he got some muscles under there. We just need to know, can he move? He got some agility.
I know this got to be right. They got to have some good people backing them. And you know what? I also want to know, is this gonna be a standalone, or will he become part of the MCU?
As much as I want him to blend, I'm also looking at it like, but where? Because we don't have vampires in the MCU right now, really. Not the traditional Blade version of a vampire. Um, what superhero finna come combat vampires with him that they need to mix and mingle? I don't know. I don't know if I want to incorporate him into the universe like that, or just, I don't know. That's a hard
Because
one, because how
if
would that work?
Blade brought us the element of horror, because in part two is where they brought out the Reapers. Like that was like the creepy one, because they had like
Right.
the director Guillermo
Del
Del
Toro.
Toro. Yes, yes. He directed that second one, and that's what had the Reapers. That was like they was killing vampires and humans alike. They were like
Right.
creatures. It
Everybody
was
could get
crazy. So Blade did give us, he brought us that element of horror within action. And,
and that's the difference.
Marvel would have to do that. But a lot of the MCU universe, they not really doing like those hardcore R
Scary.
movies.
No,
Like, you know what
I
I'm
feel
saying?
like
Like we might
Blade is
not
too
get like,
grimy.
yeah, we might not get the griminess that they had. So
Yeah, I don't think I want to blend it. Like, we
I don't
keep them
know.
separate.
Maybe like Deadpool and do his own thing, because you can't PG-13 Blade.
You can't. Well, they almost watered down Deadpool, but
I think we got to see how this gonna play out, because this stressing me.
I better say this a little straight, because they didn't give us enough. You gave us the casting, and then you didn't give me any more details. So it's just like out here, like what's next? Now you're gonna have to go home, and if you have not already watched all three of the Blades, recoup your memory, refresh yourself, and then when is this movie coming out? 20 what? 2021?
Enough time for Mahershala Ali to get it together and train, and I need him to be on Wesley Snipes level of action. He got the bar is set.
You know what's gonna be funny though? Mahershala is tall, and so to see him towering over these vampires versus regular Wesley on eye level, that's gonna be interesting. I wonder if they're gonna play up to that, because he's a pretty tall dude.
He is. He really is. And I'm gonna watch it anyway.
Yes, people, do not get out here and be like, Wesley ain't in it, I'm not finna go see it.
I'm
Go
gonna watch it. I waited too long for this.
Act like it's a Popeye's chicken sandwich, bro. Go run to it.
Yes, I'm there. I'm going to go see it regardless. I'm gonna have my reservation, but I'm going. I'm going to support it anyway, because he is a good actor and I trust his acting abilities. He just gonna have to rise to the occasion,
To
because
that,
he knows
yeah,
the fans. We expect a certain level with this character of Blade. I need him to have that jacket.
yeah. Girl, Let me tell y'all, when I go to this movie, it's gonna be like Black Panther all over. I'm gonna have my black trench coat, my shades on,
Yes.
all of it.
Yes.
Y'all lucky if I don't cut my sides off. Get y'all the
Listen.
haircut.
Listen. Going in there with shades and a leather coat on. And Mahershala
Wait
Ali
a minute.
better have it on too.
Wait a minute though. We might need to warn people, cause that's a bad sign in a movie theater.
You
Trench
right.
coat and shades on. We
You
might need to
right.
rethink it. We'll get back to you on that. Black people, we'll talk to you about the attire later. We'll get back to you.
But we're gonna be ready. We are going to follow the developments of this.
Yeah.
I need them to keep the horror element. I need it to still be gritty, but
I need it to be a little bit more gory this time.
yes, I need the story to be enhanced. Like Marvel got to step it up. Y'all got an Academy Award winning actor. Use
Yeah.
him.
Let the Lord use you.
Yes, use
But yeah.
him. Let's see. We already told you guys to follow us on Facebook with our Horror and Hooch Facebook group, but we are also on Facebook, Temper Drinks, The Fifth Wall, Instagram, Temper Drinks, The Fifth Wall, Twitter, official Fifth Wall. Follow us all on social media. Look out for some videos. We're going to be kind of popping some videos out there, and
Extra
doing some more
content for you.
polls. Yes, doing some more polls and whatnot. Our next topic will be horror movies based on true stories. So this is
Them
going
the
to be
words.
interesting. Give us a list on our Horror and Hooch Facebook group
Chime
if
in.
you think we need to kind of discuss that. Because right now the two that I can think about is Poltergeist and Amityville.
And The Exorcist.
The Exorcist. I'm not sure about The Conjuring because there's a bunch of those. But
It's a little gray area. I heard it was loosely based on a true story, but I'll do some more research on that.
but if you guys out there know any, post them to our page so that we can discuss those. Yeah, we'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Like I said, look out for our pages. We're gonna have a lot of stuff coming. Our favorite holiday is coming up real soon. October is gonna be big
Halloween.
for us. So follow us, you guys, and keep in touch with us. And we'll see you 2 weeks. Horror movies based on a true story. Bye, people.
Good night.